Welcome. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create this Google One logo. This is a very simple graphics to recreate. The essence of this is to introduce you to how to manipulate and use shapes in Alight motion. Alright, so let's get started by creating our project. Let's give our project a meaningful name. I'll just call this Google One. Alright, for the aspect ratio, I'm going to 1:1, and the rest of the options are okay. Now I can create your project. Okay, so now before we start creating this, let's import our reference picture. That's the one that we reference when we are creating this. So it's easy. Let's just click and go to our media tab, and I think I have it in demo. Okay, here is it. So I'll just click to add it to the composition. Let me go to the scale. Let me just scale this down and bring it up like this. All right, so you can click on the image, click here, and just just so we reduce the white space like this. Okay, now go back to the scale. Probably just scale it up a little bit. All right, so this is what we'll be recreating. Now let's start with the one inside the cycle. Now if you take a look at this is a combination of 4 different colors and 4 different shapes. Yeah, so in order to create this, we don't have a font that we can use. We can create this using a font. What we need to use is a shape. And which shape is that? Now let me go out of this. Let's click, and now that we're in our shape tab, the shape that we can use to create this is the line shape. So let me click to add a line to our composition. All right, so now we've added a line. Let's go to our border and shadow, and let's just change the color first to green. All right, now the thickness, I want to increase the thickness, so let me just scroll and let me just enter the value 40. I think 40 is okay. Now let's go. Now the position of this line is not the way we want. You can go to your move and transform, go to rotation and rotate it. That's fine, but don't let us do it that way. Now let's just go to our edit shape, and now we can manipulate the 2 points we see here. Okay, so now in order to make this vertically oriented, what we need to do, let's bring our x value to -1. That's for the point 1, and for the point 2, bring the x value to 1 like this. Now you can see, now get what we are looking for. All right, so the next thing we should do, click and let's go to our move and transform. Click and let's reset location, so that we'll make sure that it is at the center of the composition. Very important. Okay, now let's create the blue part of this. So what we need to do is simple. Let's just duplicate this line. So we'll click and we'll duplicate it. So click on it, go to border and shadow, and let's just change the color to, I'll go with this blue. All right, so you can easily go here and choose whatever color you want to use. That's fine. All right, so now how can we achieve, because the green part is showing, but now the blue line is covering everything. So how can we review the green part of this? It's simple. We need to make use of mask. We need to make use of mask. And what kind of mask is that? Now let's click, go to our effects, go to add effects, and let's go to our meta masks and key section. So click. Now you can see we have different options here, but the mask we need to use is the wipe mask. So let me click, and let's go with the standard setting. So you can see on adding it to the blue line layer, the blue line layer disappears. We can't see it. But if you don't know how this works, you might be like, oh, this is not working. Let me delete it. You can see if I delete it, the blue line layer comes back. But all you just need to do is to play around with the value. So let me undo that and let us toggle it down. And you can see we have different options here. We have the start, we have the end, we have the angle, and we have the feather. But the option we need to work with is the angle. The reason why we're not seeing it is because the angle is at 0. So now if I start pushing this slider, you can see that it's revealing itself. When we get to 90 degree, it fully reviews itself. Okay, but now if you take a closer look at this, let me zoom in. You can see both the top and the bottom are cut off, but we can easily fix that. Just go to our start and let's just slide it to the negative value like this. It covers everything. Now for the end value, you can also increase it to cover everything. Okay, but for the end value, that's not what we want for it, because if you take a look at the sample we have here, you can see that it review some part of the green line and also slant. So now first of all, let's review some part of the green line instead of covering it, and let's do that by reducing the value like this. So wherever value you choose is up to you. I'm okay around here. All right, so now how are we going to get this slant? It's simple. We just need to play with our angle. So let's go to our angle and we just slide it. No, we don't want to slide it that way. We want to slide this other way like this. Okay, so 90.5 will give us this slant. All right, but now if you take a closer look at the top, you can see that the green is revealing itself at this top. So to fix this is simple. Let us go back to our start layer and let us increase the value like this. Okay, so now we've created this blue line. Let's create this the red one. So it's still the same thing. What we just need to do, let's duplicate this blue line. So let's duplicate this. All right, click on it, go to our border and shadow, click here and let us change the color to red. All right, so all we need to do, let's go to our effect, go to the white, and let's just reduce the red value. Let's reduce the red value like this. All right, okay, now but if we look at it, it's not like what we have here in the sample. So all we just need to do, let's go back to our angle and let's just push this like this. See, so this is what we're looking for. All right, now we're almost done with the one. So how are we going to create this part? It's simple. So what we just need to do, let's duplicate the green line, duplicate it. So let me click on this one and let's just move this out like this first. Now let's go to the border and shadow and let's change the color. Let's change the color. All right, so now if we go to our rotate and rotate, you can see it's rotating from the center, but we don't want that. So all we need to do, let's go to our edit shape and let's change this y value to 1. I'll show you why. Now if we go back to our rotate, you can see it is rotating from this point, and that's what we want. So all right, so let me rotate it like this. Go to your move and transform and let's just reposition it like this. You can see, perfect. All right, so let's go back. I think it's too long. Let's go back to our edit shape, highlight the y value here and let's just bring it down like this. All right, okay, so now let's create the cycle around it. Now in order to create something like this, there are different ways you can go about creating something like this. But Alight motion gives us a shape layer that can make this very easy to create, which is the arc. If I click, and here's it. If I click and add an arc, that's how it looks like. Alright, all we just need to do is to play around with the value. But before we do that, let's go to the move and transform, and let's make sure it's at the center of the composition. So let's reset location. Now it's at the center of the composition. Now let's go back, go to our edit shape, and let's increase the radius like this. I think like this is fine. It's up to you. Alright, so before we start, let's go back and go to our border and shadow, and let's just make this green first. Okay, now let's go back to our edit shape, and let's increase value of the start to, if you make it 90, you can see it disappears. Don't want that. Just give it like maybe 89. 9 is fine, right? It's still good to go. All right, so now how are we going to create these other colors? Like I say, it's simple. All we just need to do now is let's duplicate this one. We duplicate this one, we click on it. Let's go to our border and shadow, and let's change the color to this color. Now let's go back, go to our edit shape, and all we just need to do now is play around with our start and end value. So let me start by bringing this value in like this, and bringing this one like this. You can see, as simple as that. All right, so let's create the red part. Let's duplicate. In order to create the red part, let's duplicate the green part again. So click and duplicate. All right, so I'll click on this, go to our border and shadow, and let's change it to red. All right, so let's go back to our edit shape, and I'll just bring this like this, and bring the red value like this. All right, okay, now what we need to create next is the blue part. So all we just need to do, duplicate this part again. Let's go to our border and shadow, and let's change it to this is a blue. All right, so let's just go to our edit shape, and let's play around with the value. So I'll just play around with the end value like this. All right, so you can see, as simple as that. All we just do is make use of the shapes we have in Alight motion to create something like this. Thank you.